to avoid bleeding after orgasm. Having an orgasm can be an amazing feeling, but that can easily turn to feelings of dread and fear when it is followed by bleeding. There are many possible causes for bleeding after an orgasm, and while some of them are not serious, it can also be indicative of a serious underlying condition. Whatever the reason is for your bleeding, here are some tips on how to avoid bleeding after orgasm. 1. Enhance lubrication. One of the possible reasons that you are bleeding after having intercourse, or when you have an orgasm, is the lack of proper lubrication in your vaginal area. While your vagina secretes its own lubricant during intercourse, sometimes this may not be enough for some women, thus causing pain and bleeding during and after orgasm. When there is little or no lubricant present, the friction during penetration can cause tiny cuts in the vaginal wall, causing the bleeding. Postmenopausal women are particularly prone to this kind of problem. If you experience this, you can increase your lubrication either naturally or artificially. For the latter, you can buy water-based lubricants that provide artificial moisture to your vagina during intercourse. If you are postmenopausal, you can try hormone replacement therapy to restore normal vaginal moisture. If you want to enhance your lubrication naturally, try increasing the length and quality of foreplay so as to heighten your sexual arousal. 2. Practice safe sex. Another possible cause of bleeding after having orgasm is having a sexually transmitted disease, such as chlamydia or gonorrhea. If you are sexually promiscuous, you may already have these diseases without being aware of them. Such diseases can often be treated with antibiotics, so you need to consult your doctor about a treatment regimen. After undergoing treatment, you may resume sexual intercourse upon the advice of your doctor, but practice safe sex in order to prevent reinfection. This can be done by using condoms all the time and practicing monogamy. 3. Wear sanitary napkins instead of tampons. If you are used to wearing tampons, you may be tempted to use one when you start bleeding after orgasm. However, this can only further aggravate the bleeding. So it is best that you use sanitary napkins to stop the bleeding, because tampons are invasive and can further cause infections. 4. Consult your doctor. Aside from the aforementioned sexually transmitted diseases, there may be other reasons for bleeding after orgasm, especially if it happens regularly. But unlike sexually transmitted diseases, these conditions, such as abnormal cervical growths and the presence of precancerous cells in your cervix or uterus, may be harder to treat. Make sure that you visit your doctor if you experience regular bleeding after orgasm, as it can potentially have serious effects on your health and fertility. Sometimes minor surgery may be needed in order to get rid of the underlying condition that causes vaginal bleeding. 5. Abstain from intercourse. It is not wise to continue having sex if you notice that you bleed after having an orgasm. Abstain from having sex for a few days while you visit your doctor and wait for the test results. You should also abstain while undergoing any kind of treatment so as to give your reproductive system time to heal first. Wait for the go signal from your gynecologist before engaging in intercourse once again. The most important thing to do to know how to avoid bleeding after orgasm is to consult your gynecologist. This will enable you to know what causes the bleeding, paving the way to the proper treatment of the condition.